Life Change community. It's been such a thought-provoking few days as we have talked together about ways to simplify our life. You see, right now, many of you, just like me, are going through some very challenging times. We have a lot of stress in our life, financially, relationally. Some of us have been through some very challenging spiritual seasons. We're trying to face the future with optimism and hope, and we do believe that on the other side of all this, there are good days. But right now, even as a nation, and in our global economic situation, we're facing some of the hardest challenges that we have faced as a nation in almost 80 years. Some of you are facing some of the hardest times that you have in your life. I know the last 2 years of my life have been by far the hardest I've ever faced. Now, some of this as a nation has been brought on because of our selfishness and greed, and some of the challenges in my life were brought on by my own poor choices and sinful habits. And yet we're all looking ahead rather than behind. We all are making acknowledgments for the decisions we've made, and yet we're turning toward the future, making better choices. So how do we survive these troubled times? Especially, how do we simplify our life so that life is less cluttered, less stressful, less complex? Don't you want it simple? Don't you want it still? Something that's occurred to me as I've been thinking about this is to begin to utilize those opportunities that are already in your life. Think carefully about ways to trim. Think carefully about ways to conserve. You have a lot of good that you can take advantage of, as do I, already at your fingertips. At the complex where I live, there's a beautiful pool. It's almost never used. Several times I've been at the pool, by the sun, reading the paper, reading a book. I've been all by myself. I listen to music, I have a beautiful surrounding, and it's part of my complex. No extra money, and it's 50 yards from my front door. Why not take advantage of this? I live in an area where it's beautiful to be outdoors and walk and exercise. Why not take advantage of that? In my mail, almost every day, coupons are arriving. Now, I'll have to be honest, for the most part, I've thrown those away. But now I'm beginning to take advantage of some of those opportunities that are delivered right to my door where I can save a few extra dollars. And you know what? A few dollars this week and next week and over the course of a month and over the course of 6 weeks, it could be a few $100s. Why not? Life doesn't have to be as hard as it is if we'll be intelligent with our choices. The Bible says in James chapter 1, if we ask God for wisdom, He's generous with His wisdom. He gives us the ability to make God-honoring, wise, good choices for our life. Not only will He be well pleased with the decisions that we make, but our lives will change, and they'll change for the better. Simplification. I think it could change your life.